All right. Sorry, I skipped that. I'm Abdullahi Raji, Abakar Abdullahi Raji. An undergraduate student at Bayero University, Kano, studying law, and I'm also a content writer. So I've been taking courses on content writing, and I'm also into content writing. However, I don't really have any experience on SEO writing until when I came across Fast Fire. I've actually been hearing about SEO writing, but I don't really know how it's done, what is it all about, or anything about it at all. And that's why when I got to see an opportunity to learn, I jumped on it eagerly. And so far, based on the experience we've gotten, I think it's very an enriching experience. We've learned, and we didn't only learn, we put all what we learned into practice, because that's the essence of the tasks we were given. And just as I was stating earlier, the essence of following up with some of these pages that will be of help to you. I followed Fastire's page on LinkedIn, and that's why I even got to know about this program. I was following up, and when I saw this opportunity, I applied. So this might also be a lesson to us. When you see a page that you know that yes, eventually you will get to benefit from it, you can follow up and keep following up with their programs and updates, and you might end up benefiting from maybe their programs that are, let's say, for personal development of people. So going by what we've learned a lot. I'm sure we all know that we've learned a lot. I have my jotter before me now, like I can start seeing what I learned. I have them loaded here, but I think we are not here for stating all what we learned. We all know we've learned something, and special gratitude to our tutor who have spent his time, his energy, his everything just to see that he impacts lives and make people know what he also knows. Like, sincerely speaking, I can't really like thank Mr. Richard enough, because not just teaching, like the patience self with his students. It's not everyone that will have that kind of patience, but thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for being patient with us, for seeing us throughout this journey, and for being with us till the end. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. I think that's all I have to say. I hope I didn't exceed my time.
People should respond to him now. Raji, you didn't. So just continue, and now start moderating. Raji, you can start moderating. Just call as you go. Then everybody
All
should
right.
share. Please, 3 minutes each person. You did not exceed.
Oh, okay, sir. I will call on Nwanku Amarachi to take on.
Okay, good
Nwanku,
evening, everybody.
good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay, I am so happy. I'm so happy having come through this training. I'm one of the person that too much stress, I can't give up. But I came to fast higher. Value. Thank you so much, Mr. Richard. Thank you to Fast Hire Service and team. Thank you so much. For these 30 days, I have learned a lot. I have learned a lot, not learning only SEO. I have learned how to write content. Yes, I was writing before, yeah. Just one small writing, but with this, I have learned how to write not only words of length, but words that actually is informative and interactive. Thank you, fam. Okay, I actually saw the flyer of this training on our Lumine group. I forgot to say my name. My name is Wanko Marachi. I'm a graduate of Ken Sarowa Polytechnic. I studied mass communication. And I saw this flyer on our alumni page on SEO content writing. And I'm like, why not give it a try? Why not give it a try? You can do it. You can do it. You've been looking for a tech skill. You've been looking for a skill to jump on. Why not just give this a try? So I decided to give this a try. At first, I was shaking. I did not believe I could scale through to this end. When we started stage one, I was trying as much as I can to get through stage one. On the very day we began stage two, I have not seen my acceptance to stage two. At a point, I was worried. I almost cried. I was worried. When I saw it, I leaped for joy. I said, yes, I made it. Thank God. And this church was worth it. Thank you so very much, Mr. Richard. Thank you to everyone that is here. You of you added to my support. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Amarachi. I'm glad you kept the time. This is exactly 3 minutes. I will call on Adetutu to go next.
Okay, before my
Good evening,
sorry,
everyone.
good evening. Good evening. Sorry, before Madam Adetu goes in. So hi everybody. So she probably doesn't really know Madam Adetutu. I know most of you might have heard when I'm trying to address her, I'm always saying Madam Adetutu. So Madam Adetutu, I think I don't know if she applied through Facebook, right? But we had a mix up with her application and she messaged on Facebook. So I got a message from our social team that there's somebody that is saying she applied and she hasn't gotten feedback or something like that. So I don't even remember you get how we went. But I don't know if it's still she, but I know that there was somebody again with similar issue. The person had to follow up again after sending a message on Facebook. He came on LinkedIn. I don't know if she's the person or she's another person, but I know she came through Facebook and we had to resolve her issue, right? And she's actually been committed to it. You get based on what I know from an outside view of what she does, she's the kind of person you think would not have the time. As a matter of fact, when I looked through her profile, I had doubts that she would be able to even pull it through. You understand? Because you can imagine she's a HR person, you get, and then she has family. So most of the young people that were giving excuses, Madam Adetutu has to take care of kids and find a way in between, right? To attend these classes. So, and she kept with it. So I just want to give her a special thumbs up. Not like you guys do not deserve a thumbs up, but she really pushed, like she really showed that if you are really interested in anything, you understand, you can get it no matter what, right? It's not just so usually you think it's just Gen Zs that would be jumping on this. But thank you so much, ma. I applaud your strength. So I can now let you take your session. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Richard. Thank you. I think you've just taken the words out of my mouth. I thank you so much, Mr. Richard. I think I pushed myself beyond the boundaries. I never knew I could enroll into this program. My thought was that when I have the time, I will probably go on the platform like Coursera or, and see if I can take a course on SEO, content writing, or, learn more about SEO. And my intention of joining the class, I actually got a referral through a colleague who had left my organization for another organization. And he referred the training to me and said, why don't I enroll? And I looked at it and I said, okay, let me give it a try. My intention was to learn about SEO so I could use it to understand the skills required for candidates that will apply into my organization. I needed to have more understanding of the skill sets that, someone who will manage maybe a social media platform, because my organization is more into technical writings, social media type, but really high technical writings that has to do with software development and all that. So that was the purpose of why I enrolled into the class. I wanted to have more knowledge, but I discovered that I started learning about writing, and I discovered that I had a gap also in writing, and I wanted to improve on that. So there was another side of, what I could learn beyond the initial purpose. So I tried writing, and when Mr. Richard said one writing per day, I never knew I could keep up. I had some gaps, but I kept on pushing myself. So most of the days I usually sleep around 1 p.m. If you notice how my assignments drops in, they drop very late in the day, even to late in the hours of the morning, because I pushed myself beyond boundaries. And I really thank Mr. Richard for that. I thank him for saying discipline. I think that word discipline kept on ringing in my ears every day, audibly. And that gave me the strength to be able to push myself to do more. I think I may have disappointed him in some areas, but that's fine. That's part of the learning. And I assure him that I will pick up. I will not relent. I intend to, not necessarily to use it as a skill to gain benefits or financial gain, but to really see myself as a good writer, a good communicator, and maybe something else will evolve from it. So thank you, Mr. Richard. Thank you so much. I do not know how to thank you. I think I will reach out, and if you have time, maybe we can talk more and see what more we can do together. Thank you so much, and all the team in Fast Hire, you have been wonderful. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you, Madam Adetutu. Please, you guys should all give a round of applause to Madam Adetutu. I never knew she's someone not in our league. So until when Mr. Richard bring that to my knowledge, we are glad to have you here, ma'am, and we are glad you took it till the end. If someone like you will keep all what you have aside and keep bringing up excuses, who are we not to also do that? So thank you very much, ma'am. I'll call on Chini Onwobodo to go next.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. I'm Ovodo Chini, Ovodo Faithfulness, anyone want to call me. And I'm a fresh graduate of from the Department of Mass Communication. So I found out about the training from Mr. Richard. Yes, and I personally, I'm not. If you followed through my post, if you follow through my post, that I'm not really the person who is really interested in digital, getting a digital skill and all of that. I'm not really tech savvy and stuff, but I have an interest in writing, and I was like, okay, maybe I should actually do this. I should do this. Plus, I found out about an SEO in school. We're learning about digital marketing and the digital communication, something like that, and I learned about my SEO, but not like this, definitely. And that was why I decided to take up the training. And aside that, the training actually sharpened my writing abilities and my creative thinking. The training actually pushed me, stretched me, and I discovered a lot of my capacities, my capabilities through this training. I never knew how well I could be disciplined. I never knew how well I could be committed to something until I started. And although at first the driving force to my commitment was, man, not just start, stop, that kind of thing. But along the line, I found purpose. I found a reason to actually stay committed, and I'm so happy I did. And from the training, I've seen myself, doing things originally I wouldn't have done, taking up challenges, applying, volunteering for different roles, and all of that. And I'm just proud of me, and everybody around is proud of me too. I'm happy. I didn't believe I would make it this far, I promise. But I'm just happy, and I want to appreciate Mr. Richard. Mr. Richard has inspired me a whole lot in the past 1 month, like a whole lot. And it's just, I don't want to cry. If I talk too much, I could actually cry. I don't know why I'm so emotional. I've been very emotional about the whole training since today, but I'm just grateful. I'm just grateful I was a part of this, and I'm grateful for the level of growth I've attained. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, Mobudu. Mr.
Thank
Richard actually inspired us.
you.
He inspired us all. Like he's a great mentor, a great tutor, and a great mentor. So even after this training, I'm sure we'll keep disturbing him and keep going to him for guidance. Thank you, Mr. Richard. Thank you, Chini. So I will call on Eniola Makinde to go next.
All right, thank you, Raji. Thank you so much, Mr. Richard. Good evening, everybody. My name is Eniola Makinde, and I graduated from the Federal Polytechnic Laro. I studied Science Laboratory Technology, and I got to know about fast hire training through a friend's status. He posted the flyer on his status, and I had always been looking for a way to upskill, and I had the knowledge about content writing, but I felt it was not enough. So when I saw that flyer, I already knew that this was really for me, and it was also free. So I was like, why not? So let's give it a try. So I applied. I made sure I did all the tasks, joined all the groups, and to make sure I qualify for the training. And I was so happy when I saw that I was selected. I was so happy because I saw it as a way that I could really, really, develop myself personally. And it has been a very, very thrilling and challenging ride since last month. Like the training really stretched me. Like things I had always had this phobia for starting a LinkedIn post. Like I've always had a phobia, but Mr. Richard really pushed us, and I found the courage through Mr. Richard. Thank you so much, sir, for the push, for the corrections, for everything. Thank you so much, sir, and thank you so much, guys, for your the interactions, the support on my post and everything. And I was able to learn a lot. Like I was really, really able to learn a lot, and it really added to my knowledge bank, and I'm sure I'll be able to do more exploits from here. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, Eniola. From what you said you saw the update about the training on a friend's status. This speaks about the significance of connecting. So I will endeavor all of us to connect. Maybe after the training, you should have the number of those you trained with saved in case maybe if there is any opportunity, it might be for learning, any training at all. At least we can notify each other, or even maybe from the status we can get to see it. So thank you, Eniola. I will call on Eudora Barco to go next.
Eudora, you want to speak? Is she
Yes,
there?
Mr. Richard. Yes, I'm here. Good evening.
You want to speak? Good evening.
Should I? Yes, I would love to.
Okay, all right. So guys, I know I've not said, but you should know Eudora was the one that took the class on editing and proofreading. So she's one of our team in-house in FastHire. She's in our content team alongside Success, who took the class on introduction to content writing and finding your niche. Then there's also, for most of the slides you see me use, there's a lady called Deborah. She makes my slides. So that's our admin at FastHire. She never attended any of the sessions, but it's also proper that I let it out and give her credit. I don't know if she would ever hear this, but she needs to have her credits. So, Eudora, you can go ahead.
Okay, Mr. Shah, thank you. Good evening, everybody. I'm happy to be here. When Mr. Richard told me about joining the class, I was skeptical about it because at that time I've already started writing SEO content, and it was as if, okay, to an extent, I have an idea of what SEO content writing was. But then there was still knowledge gap, and it needed to be filled. So this whole process of learning SEO content writing has really exposed me to a lot of things that on a normal day I would have skipped it because um, normally I would have felt like I knew it, but then I didn't know much about it. So part of the things I learned was this keyword research, both the manual and the using the paid tools. It's been helpful so far. And then creating portfolio. Then as for the challenges, once in a while I try to meet up, considering my tasks at the office too. So yes, and thanks to Mr. Richard for being a great push so far. Because if he hadn't had me to join the class, I wouldn't have joined, and I would have missed this great opportunity to learn um, so many things that I would have skipped on a normal day. So yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Richard, and to all the facilitators, especially Success, for teaching us about portfolio. It's been helpful. It's been really helpful. There, yeah. So that's just a few of the things I would like to say now. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm grateful.
Thank you, Miss Eudora. We are glad to have you here. One key takeaway from what she said is she was pushed to do this, and she already have an idea about what SEO is all about, but she still went on to go on with this training with us. So we should all know that no matter what you know, there is still something you can learn from somewhere. So the learning never ends. Thank you, Miss Eudora. I will call on Grace to take over. Grace, go on.
Okay. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, my partner.
I'm Grace Olatinwo, a student of English and Literary Studies at the University of Ibadan. First of all, I want to say a very big thank you to Mr. Richard. Thank you so much, sir, for pushing us so deep into our limits. Thank you so much, sir. I also want to say thank you to FastHire Services, because for every organization or whatever it is, the power of team cannot be overemphasized. Thank you so much for putting everything together for our benefit. Yes, I have been a content writer and voiceover artist and all, but then my content writing is not is not as solid as when I started the training with fast hire services. One thing again is I'm somebody that doesn't really like stress. I don't like stress, but all my life I have found out that that stress I'm always running away from is what I'm always ending up with. And the same thing, it was the same thing with fast hire services training. This training has actually been an eye opener to a lot of things for me, especially when it comes to search engine optimization. Pushing me to actually do stuff even for myself. I want to see what am I putting out. When Mr. Richard said something about is our contents are not it's not sufficient to just put out content if people are not reading, or if it's not, giving meaning to people's life. Someone to see, am I even doing something? Or so, and I'm just grateful for this training. I'm really grateful for the training. And also the challenges, a lot of challenges when it comes to assignments. Oh my god, there was a time in fact I nearly cried. Oh my god, I nearly cried. There was a deadline, my system gave me issue. I really do not know how to use my phone, for especially when it comes to air tags and what's the other one. I can't remember. Okay, when it comes to air tags and alignment, is it alignment calling now? I'm sorry, I can't remember. Okay, so I really do not know how to use my phone for all of those. I was like, Jesus, and the deadline is here, blah, blah, blah. To cut the story short, I know it's stressful, but I'm grateful that at the end of the day, I learned, I saw consistency in myself. Oh God, I saw the consistency. I was able to just, you know, keep it up. And when the during the end of this first session, the first we asked to submit our stuff. I submitted. I didn't see my name. I didn't see any mail. I didn't receive anything. I was like, good. Is this how I'm going to end up not finishing this thing? I wanted to cry to my brother, to my mom. They're like, I know this, that. She just, I was almost crying. I had to just muzzle up the courage and message Mr. Richard. I didn't see my name. Like I submitted, but like, when I received this mail, I was like, if you receive this mail, you should be in the class. Oh my god, I was like, good, thank you. Like, so I'm just grateful that I could make it this far. Thank you so much once again, sir. Thank you. I just can't thank you enough. I wish I could have more time to just, I don't want to use more than my time. Thank you so much, sir, for the training. Thank you, everybody, everyone who engaged on my post, the encouragement, my partner. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Grace. I'm sure all of us here, we are so much eager to see a mail about going to the stage 2. I think me on my own part, I was even more eager to see the email of going to stage 2 than even the receiving email itself. I mean the congratulation email itself of getting into the training. We are all glad we are here, though, and we took it till the end. Thank you very much, Mr. Richard. Thank you, Grace. I'll call on Mr. Kivi Abraham to go on. Mr. Abraham, sir.
Okay, if he's not available yet, go to the next person.
All right, sir. I'll call on Muiz Fashina.
Finally, I've been waiting for this period. Thank you very much for calling me.
Oh, sorry.
I hope I'm being heard loudly and clearly. Hello.
Yeah. Who is speaking, please?
You. This is Moise.
Okay, Muiz, go on. You have
okay,
the stage.
Thank you very much. My name is Moise Ibukunoluwa Fashino. I'm an undergraduate student of the University of Lagos. I'm studying building. How I got to know fast hire? I've been the type that I've always wanted this right. When I read some tests, I'm always amazed how the writer put up words to captivate people's attention or to describe things. So I've been always like anticipating to learn this skill. Even till now, I can't still believe that I can I can get this skill free because I've searched different platforms just for free. I've gone to Coursera. I got discouraged from Coursera because like if like the option they gave me was I have to audit, and if I audit course, there are no chances that some of my classwork will not be graded, and I'll end up not getting certificates and the like. So I got discouraged. So I went online. I went to my LinkedIn. I typed free content writing training. I did not see, and suddenly I was just scrolling my post. I just saw this fast hire post. Wow. Since then, what I just did instantly when I saw the post, I think it was an anticipation post or a registration post. What I did immediately was like I had to share that page to my WhatsApp just to keep it there because I keep my stuffs on WhatsApp. So I kept it there that I have to like share this thing out and I have to register immediately. So that's how I got to know about fast hire. And till now I can't still believe that there are free training that can give what fast hire has given us. Even if I had applied for paid training, I'm not sure I would be as committed as I've been. And from the push, from the word of advice, from the everything Mr. Richard has really done to us, I can't still believe that I can find myself complying and giving time. I think there's this word of Mr. Richard that he told us then before we start the video. He said, "Go and free yourself. Go and free yourself. This 1 month is going to be a lot." I got scared at that moment, and at that point, because I'm currently doing my internship. I was doing my internship, and I know what my internship did. Like someone, I'm an aspiring builder, and you be on site, and when you be on site from morning to night, there's no time for you to like, oh, I want to type code, I want to read, I want to do this and that. Like, although I don't go to site fully, I work in office because I work with Labscar. So like it was really a lot. But with the word of advice, with the push, with the motivation, I told myself I was going to do this. And and what I've learned so far, I think my LinkedIn was I just opened LinkedIn there then, and my LinkedIn was just my name and some few information. But with this training, I've been able to optimize my LinkedIn almost up to like 80%. And since then, they have been putting out this writing challenge. I've been receiving connection. Maybe I don't even have connection. And who knows me on LinkedIn? I don't know anybody on LinkedIn. But I've been receiving connections. I've been receiving this post impression on LinkedIn that wow, I was like, this training has really done a lot in me. It has been able to improve my writing skill. I want to appreciate our first tutor that she has taken our time to teach us about content writing skill. And I also took my time. I have a book here. I have a 60 book leaf here, 60 leaf book here that I've written almost I'm almost completing the book because of everything I've jotted down from what Mr. Richard has said, from all the class videos, and I've been able to learn SEO writing skill, and not only that, and some other soft skills that Mr. Richard has put into us, consistency skill, discipline skills, all other skills. So I'm using this time out to appreciate Fast Hire for this wonderful opportunity they've given us, for everything they've given us just to make us succeed. Thank you, Fast Hire. Thank you, Mr. Richard. Every time I imagine your words, if I've not done my assignment, anything that you give us, I used to just want to do them. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Rashina. Just the way you said, I also couldn't believe there is someone who will take 1 month to train you like free of charge. And that is one of the reasons why for every responsible person, you should even take the thing serious. As far as someone can dedicate his time to be with you, you are not paying him anything. He's going to use his time and resources to train you, and then you now come and start misbehaving again. I don't think it really makes sense. So I was also very surprised when they said it's 1 month training and it's free of charge. And here we are today, beneficiaries of this particular training. Thank you very much, Mr. Richard. This training have also given people the chance to build their LinkedIn pages. Some previously they only have the pages, but they have not been doing anything on it. It was just there dormant. But with this training, they have been able to put what they are learning into writing, and they've also been able to gain more connections on LinkedIn and gain more visibility. Thank you very much, Mr. Richard, and thank you, Fashina, for speaking to us. I will call on Ms. Oluwakemi Alabi next.
Okay, hi everyone. Good evening. Okay, first and foremost, I want to thank my name is Oluwakemi Alabi. I'm a graduate of the University of Lagos. I study sociology and development studies. I'm currently working. So I saw the flyer on a friend's status on WhatsApp. Yeah, so I've always been interested in writing and I've always wanted to explore it actually, but I have always been doing one or two things. Like I have a blog on Medium where I post occasionally, but I've not really committed so much into it, like really learn it as a skill. So when I saw the flyer, I thought, okay, why not give this a trial? And I must say that the journey has been really impactful and really beautiful. It has been very impactful. Thank you so much, Mr. Richard, for your commitment. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to everyone. Thank you for the support. Thank you so much. And I really look forward to what we can all do together, even beyond this training. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you, Mrs. Oluwakemi. Let me call on Mr. Where is he again? I called on him earlier.
Is
He's no
he
more on the call.
Abraham? Okay, just
Yes,
check
yes.
somebody else. Check somebody else whenever he joins. He's trying to join back. There's
Okay.
Adora. Have you checked that? Okay, where did you stop? Just continue. You should be
Sophia, you can
Sophia.
go. Yes. Sophia, you can go next.
Okay, good evening, everybody. Good evening, Mr. Richard. Good evening, everybody. My name is Sophia Nujaife. As aside being a content writer, I'm also a drama artist. I am a singer and a voiceover artist as well. And then yes, I write. So I got to know about the training from a group chat. So just posted randomly. So I checked it out. I think the first time I heard about SEO was in 2018, thereabouts. I did not really think about it much, right? But it was just something in my head that I said, okay, I will look at it sometime later in life. So when I saw it, I just had flashbacks and I'm like, okay, this is an opportunity. And it was free. Hey, my God. I'm sorry, I'll be a bit dramatic because, like I said, I'm a drama artist. I'm like, so free of charge, 1 month. I said, okay, let's go for it. And funny enough, I'm not really someone that will just jump at anything. I will weigh the cost. I will think about it very well. I will think and think, look at all the things that will possibly make me not to complete it or finish it and stuff like that. But I close my eye. I just close my eye and enter inside like that. I just applied. I think one of the videos, Mr. Richard was heavy on dedication to this thing for 1 month. In fact, in the introductory class, he specifically said, and I quote, this 1 month, just be putting Mr. Richard in your head. And that's what I did this 1 month because ah God, it has been a lot. It has been a whole lot. But the most important thing is that I grew. In fact, it was in this training I got to realize that because I write, right? I normally write, and I don't even know the name to call it. I just know that I write, and I write, inspirational things. So I used to call it inspirational article, right? But it's in this training that I realized that it's actually content, and it's called creative content writing. I say, oh, okay. This was not sounding very professional and very, very nice in the ear to hear. I can just meet someone like, oh, hi, I'm a creative content writer. That's more like it than I'm an inspirational article writer. No, that's not there. It's not nice. So it was in this training I got to find out that okay, this is it. And in this training, I also got to learn how to be concise because before now, I can write Jesus Christ. In fact, if I send you a piece of mine on WhatsApp, you can press read me up to 2-3 times before you get to the end. But when I got to this training, I learned that you must not be very plenty with words. Just be concise, and you can still create something juicy but short. I got to learn that. And honestly, I'm looking forward to better writing because to whom much is given, much is expected. So yeah, I really want to thank Mr. Richard. I dropped it in the comment section. Mr. Richard, I used to hear him in my dream. In fact, there was one day I was extremely tired. I slept off. I woke up 8:35. If you see the way I woke up, it was as if Mr. Richard was pursuing me from the dream. I woke up, I was like, Jesus Christ, it's 8:35. My God. I came online. I wanted to start crying. I said, because what is this? My sister was like, so because every time all the spare time I had, I could not just with her. I was on um either an assignment or I was looking at a replay. So she was like, so every time she sees me on my phone, she knows I'm not playing. She's like, you don't take class, Abby. I say yes, I'm busy. And I'm using my earpiece all the time. So in fact, this 1 month has been a lot, honestly, but it has been a good a lot. And I am really grateful I pushed myself. It stretched my consistency level. Jesus Christ. I'm someone that I can write for 3 days. I can write like 20 things. 3 days. Give it 3 days, I can write 20 things. But after that 3 days, I will take like 5 days break. But you see, it's not in this 1 month. In this 1 month, my God. Hey, when Mr. Leader say dedication and consistency. In fact, there's one word he said that has lived rent free in my head. He said it's not about intensity, it's about consistency. Kai, that's me. In fact, it has been keeping me going, honestly. So I take it one step, one day at a time. Oh, sorry. Oh my God. I've lost track of time. I'm sorry. But thank you so much, Mr. Richard. Thank you. Thank you, Fast Iron Service. I am really, really grateful. And I look forward to being much more better in my writing and everything. Thank you so much. Sorry, I elapsed time. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Thank you very much.
Sophia, just the way you said you can write and write, it seems you can speak and speak and speak too like that. Mr. Richard, you've really brought different kind of people together in this training, seriously. Yeah, really, that's how it is. That's how it is. And I think the first statement, or let me say, our first class we had with Mr. Richard and how he spoke to us about being serious about this training. I think that's one of the things that sticks well to our brain because I also had similar experiences, even though yes, my own is not the kind of dream you are saying, but I do spend time in the night at times just to watch the replay of the videos we did in our previous classes and also do my assignments because yes, even though I know that yes, you won't be flogged for not doing your assignment, but at least you will look somehow irresponsible and like for someone who is always being told do this, do that, at least someone should know that yes, you are supposed to do this. So thank you, Sophia. The next person is Uchechi. Uchechi, you have the stage. Uchechi, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Sorry. Good evening, everyone.
Good
Can you hear me?
evening. Yeah, we
Okay.
can hear you.
All right. But I'll start or say anything. I just need someone to pat me on the shoulder to be sure that it's reality that this class is coming to an end. Because really, just as most persons have already said before now, it's really emotional. From the very first day to this very moment. Sorry, my name is Uchichi. I'm a graduate from the University of Port Harcourt and I studied microbiology. So how did I get to hear about this training? Mr. Richard sent me the information and the flyer to share across to my network. I'm like, this is what I'm interested in. So when I checked out for the terms and conditions, I'm like, boss, I've already fulfilled all the terms and conditions. So maybe from his own end, he may feel like I was not serious, but I knew this is what I wanted because I've been looking out for ways to learn about it. I've been hearing about SEO, SEO, SEO. I have idea, okay, things rank on people, but how it works, I have no idea of that. So immediately I shared to my network and I reached that. And luckily I was accepted. I was so excited. Then for the challenge, wow. Really, I've been on leave from LinkedIn since the beginning of this year and had my own personal reasons as regards that. But with this training for 30 days has really challenged me. So like when Sophia said, there are days that you just don't want to skip the challenge. And I wake up around 10 something something. I'm like, Jesus, instead of me to wait till the next day, I just have to put out something. So I was not to skip any day of the challenge. And I'm so happy that I came out strong. I want to say a very big thank you to Mr. Richards. Saying thank you like saying the list of what I actually feel, the gratitude in my heart. I'm so happy I participated in this because I've gained knowledge, I've gained value, and to think of I didn't break a bank because of it is really what I'm so grateful for. Because even if I was asked to pay for it, I would have paid for it. Because you know, knowledge is very expensive to get. But getting this much information for free, really, I'm so grateful. So grateful to Fast Tire. I'm so grateful to Mr. Richard. I'm so grateful to everyone here. You guys have really been a big support, interacting with posts. And then sometimes we just try getting knowledge from each other, even if you've lost out on what you should write about. When you read someone's post, like I can actually craft out something from this. And then it has helped us go a long way. Moving forward from now, I hope to be better and be more consistent on LinkedIn and hope not to go back to that leaf I was coming out from. And I really want to say kudos to everyone that made it this far. It's not easy. It's not easy to start a thing and then finish well. And I pray we all get to where we want to and see ourselves at the top finally. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, Uchechi. You actually proved Mr. Richard wrong and showed him that yes, you are serious and you also joined the training. That's very good. And you said you hope you won't go back to where you came from. That is before you started posting on LinkedIn. If you do, let's say maybe 1 week without seeing your post, you might see me in your DM. So we've started it, and I think you have to keep going with it. Thank you, Uchechi. Mr. Abraham, you have the stage, please.
All right. Good evening, everyone. I'm sorry my network pushed me out the first time. I pray it doesn't push me out again because I've. All right. So first and first, my name again is Abraham Amoike, and I'm the visual assistant and also a social media manager. I heard about the first hire training for, from my church group chat where we mentor teenagers in the church. So my connector posted it, and when I saw it, I've also I've not been able to do that because I heard about it when I did my digital marketing training on online too. So when I saw the training, I was like, no, I have to do this one. So when I applied, at first, I'm not the social media type, and I don't do social media things because it takes my time. When I saw the um requirements, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and all that, I was like, hey, will I be able to do this? I started LinkedIn, I did Facebook, and did Instagram. Because of that, I had to open Instagram, but I couldn't do Twitter. So I posted. At first I wasn't going to. At first I wasn't really thinking I would get the get the confirmation message of the confirmation message that had had successfully got the training. But to my greatest surprise, I saw it and I was very happy. Then moving it over to the writing. God, I'm not the type of person that writes every day, but I'm not the type of person that writes every day. I'm a content writer, yes, but then writing is not really what I want to be doing every day on LinkedIn. Because when I open LinkedIn, I can remember the first I can't remember the first time I write on LinkedIn. So that was a push for me. And thank you to Mr. Richard, and thank you to Fast Hire Team. Thank you to Mr. Richard again. I really cannot well cannot actually come out of I can't express myself to say thank you because it's it's really a worthwhile journey, and it's been a time of learning, unlearning, and relearning for me. And I will say thank you again, and trust me, um, it's going to be. I'll still keep continuing learning, and I'll say thank you again to Mr. Richard. I can't really stop saying thank you. That's just it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Abraham. I'm sure if we're all going to be given the chance, we can keep saying this thank you to Mr. Richard for 1,000 times, because what we are given, it's all our thank you cannot really equate the value that was instilled in us, not just the training, the discipline, and many other things that we can't mention here. They are just a lot, like a lot, because we are not only trained, we are also instilled with discipline. Because just as Mr. Richard always say, a writer needs discipline. Without discipline, you can't keep up. You can't keep up with writing itself, because you need discipline to know what you are supposed to do, to know the right time you are supposed to do it, and to also, if you are, let's say, employed by someone, to know what you are supposed to do as someone who is working for someone. So discipline is needed as a writer. And I think that's all right. We've all spoken. Everyone here. That's all, sir. That's all. And
Yeah, I agree.
thank you for giving me the chance to moderate this session. It's really a pleasure, and it's nice to hear from everyone and to hear everyone's testimony. Thank you very much, Mr. Richard.
All right. Thank you so much, Raji, for doing a great work. Please, let's give Raji some reaction. Let's give Raji some reaction. He has done a good work. So, funny thing, I was planning to do my session today with my video. I finished test running the video. I finished test running the position I wanted to use to do this last session with video, but then we know what's happened next. So I won't be able to do the video. So, but of course, it won't take away what I have for you guys. So The importance of hearing everybody's story is to see how well and to let other people's story inspire us, right? Anytime you want to let this skill go to waste, remember what it took you to acquire it, right? Remember how much grit you had to put in to acquire it. Remember the discipline you inculcated. I think those things alone would make it easy for you to utilize this skill at the end of the day, right? We have not completed 30 days in the writing challenge. How many days are we in now in the writing challenge? Day what?
Day 29.
Day 29. So tomorrow is day 30. So for everybody who was consistent from day 1 till day 30, kudos to you. So remember, tomorrow is day 30. So try as much as you can. Now, this training, at the end of the day, the skill you've acquired is yours for life. Richard, Eudora, Success, and Fastire team helped organize the training for you. Now we have done that. All you know is now yours and yours to use. You can utilize it in any way you want. For somebody like Madam Adetutu now, she's going to utilize it to improve in the work she's already doing. So it's not like she's planning on becoming a content writer or an SEO content writer, but it's going to improve her job. For you who want to become a content writer, you know what you would use the skill for. If you're still in school and you want to use that to support yourself, it's very possible, right? The same way you were put under pressure to discipline yourself, you would understand that you can start using this skill to support yourself while in school. An average SEO content in this current day, you can charge anywhere from 3,000 naira to as much as 15,000 naira, depending on your level, right? There are people who even charge higher. There are people who charge in USD. But of course, you know that you need to build steam, you need to build competence before you get, because when you charge at a certain level, there's a level of expertise a person is expecting from you. And if you do not meet it, they will get angrier. So if you're charging at a level and you're starting, if you make mistakes or you don't meet expectations, you can be easily forgiven. So what I'm trying to say is do not be greedy. But with the skill you have, if you, this 30 days training, let me tell you another reason why I put you guys through it. You have been tasked to write every day. If you could have done that every day, you were writing something, you can comfortably write at least 2 contents per week, even if you're working, even if you're doing something else, right? Now, if you're not a full-time worker, let's say you're a freelance writer, you could use that. Now, if you're already a full-time worker, that's good for you. You understand? But if you're trying to use this as a freelance, right? 2 contents per week, if you charge 3,000, that's 6,000. If you free up yourself as a freelancer to say you can write a content per day for one client, you understand that's 5 content or 6 content, depending on whatever you charge. If it's 3,000 times 6 content, that's like 18,000. If you can do that consistently. Now, the next question is, where do you get a client, or how can you get a client, right? The client will come to you by you putting yourself out there. That is also why it was important for us to introduce you to the layer of you already being comfortable putting yourself out there. We know that there are some people who are shy, public shy or camera shy, who they don't like publicity or they do not like attention to themselves. But the truth is, as a writer, you can't be hidden. You understand? Your work, if people do not find you as, let's say for Raji, if they don't find you as Raji, they will find you through your content because your content is you. Because if you're writing rubbish in your content, it is you. If you're writing quality, they attribute that quality to you. So you can't be hidden. And content, the purpose of writing is to pass an information. So if you're a writer and you're meant to be passing an information, and then you can't put yourself out there, then you're already failing in the first stage of being a writer. So you really do not take a break as a writer. You are a writer because you write. You're not a writer because you think you're a writer, or you're not a writer because you think you're good in writing. No, you think you're good in writing does not make you a writer. You are a writer because you write. So get that straight. You love writing does not make you a writer. You are a writer because you actually write. You understand? If they wake you up tomorrow and say, I want you to write something about this, or let's talk about this, you get asked before people are talking a lot of things, the next thing you started describing that thing you're experiencing in pen and paper. Why some people are blessed or gifted to be able to talk about those same things and write about it. There are some people that if you give them to write, they start crying. But give them microphone to talk or give them opportunity to talk, they will talk from heaven to earth. But give them books, say, okay, write that thing you have been saying, problems. So you're a writer because you write. So never allow that be taken away from you. And do not sleep on that. You understand? Because if you keep letting that slow down, you become lazy and you might just lose it. So ensure to always keep yourself consistent. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So the okay, so I've touched a bit about how you can monetize the skill. You can use it to improve what you do at work. And also you can also further your training. You can take other training courses that can improve you. Aside this one, you can also attend other trainings, take some free courses. But like I told you guys from the beginning, or I repeatedly said several times during the training, that you hardly find the people who would combine everything. You get some of them will put it in a course and you have to pay, right? So if you have opportunity to find maybe the ones that are going to do general English language training or English writing training, how to use grammar and all of those things, punctuation, how to create better writing structure, feel free to take those and then support whatever you're doing. So from tomorrow, I am going to be endorsing everybody who took part in the class on LinkedIn. So I want you guys now to go to LinkedIn. You'll see a section for skills, add content writing and SEO content writing as part of your skill. Please do that as we're on the call now. I would later come on LinkedIn and endorse you for content writing. And also do well to check your colleagues who did this training with you. You will see a sign to endorse. Please endorse them for content writing, right? And SEO content writing. So what that does is also giving them credibility so that anybody who finds them worthy or is thinking of, they would want to see, oh, who has endorsed this person. Then secondly, for people who were consistent through the writing challenge, I will be writing a recommendation for you on LinkedIn. So I'll be writing a recommendation for you on LinkedIn as a writer or to endorse your writing skills. So everybody I will endorse, but the people who were consistent, I would give a recommendation. that will be on your wall, and then you can approve it. So let me see if I can share my screen. Just a minute. Please let me know if you can see my screen. Can you see my screen?
We can see it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
so you have stuff like these skills. So just go to your profile. You can add this plus and then pick add skill for, so you can either write SEO, copywriting, or search engine optimization, web content writing. You can add all of those to your skill. I already have them, so I might not need to add it. So I said people who were consistent. I'm going to give you something like this that you're seeing here, right? So I'm going to give you that, a recommendation, and it's going to be on your wall so that anybody who comes can see what you do. And you can also recommend yourself, right? So you can give somebody a recommendation. You know, all the people who took part in the training, they too would also give you a recommendation also. So do that, and so that when I am going through, I can see your profiles and give you the appropriate recommendation. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so
All
much,
right.
sir.
All right. So another importance is because when they see the person who recommended you and they look through the profile, they also know that, okay, this person is good at it or is skilled in it. So it's like a giving a virtual vote of confidence to anybody who would want your service. Now, like I said, I've appreciated all of you for the training. I've talked about continuous learning. I've told you guys how you can monetize it. There's a lot you can do with the skill, both now and in the future, right? You keep learning, you keep improving. Try to always follow the right path. Don't try to follow the path where you want to game the system or use black SEO, as we talked about. Now, the training, look through areas where you still have knowledge gap, go back, revert to the videos. They are all on the YouTube channel. Go back to the videos. For some reasons, we have plans to deactivate some of those videos after a while. So do well. If there are parts where you are still having lapses, go back and check through those videos and get the best out of it. Some people have already started sending in their what's it called now? Their testimonials. So if you haven't sent yours, please do well to forward them to me, and then you can start posting them by tomorrow. So we said a minimum of 2 social platforms, and you tag our handle. So whichever platforms, if you want to do all, good. If you want to also do your WhatsApp statuses, please feel free and help put our name out there. But at least you should be on 2 platforms where you can tag us, right? So do well. Then another thing, the flyers for the upcoming training, you know what you have gained. Please also share the word, share it in groups where you know people who would find it relevant. Let them register. And then, as you're also telling them, the people who come directly from you, just give them tips so that they don't give me headache, right? Give them tips to follow the instructions and they would get the best out of it. Yeah, it's important that they do not give me headache. So because if the time I would be using to think through how to give them more value, I'm using it to think through or I'm using it to settle the stress they are giving to me, they might not get the best. So if anybody from you becomes part of the people chosen, let them know. Let them know so that they allow me be in the best frame to deliver the value that they ought to gain from the whole process, right? So please share the word about that. Another important thing you can do for us and for FastHire, our social platforms. Please, if you see our posts, please interact with our posts, share our posts, like our posts, right? Sometimes, you might not need the information, but there might be somebody who will need it. You get, and also most of these algorithms also supports it that way, because if somebody's sharing or liking, they can push it to other people. So please, it's not nice that we make posts, we have crickets or maybe 1 or 2 likes. So please like our post, share it, comment. You get, so far you think the people in your this thing, you get, sometimes just do it, just help. You get, and then we keep sending or helping push visibility so that FastHire 2 will continue to grow, right? So please, I hope you guys can do that. If you can do that, please just type in the comment section that we're going to be doing that. So across all the platforms, wherever you see our posts, our content, just leave a like. It doesn't hurt. You get, it only helps the algorithms. Just give a like, give a comment. You get, oh, nice topic. Even add some people. You can tag some people to our posts. Some people you know that would find would benefit from the post. You get, if there are particular people in your life, tag them. If you see our videos that will be relevant, share it with somebody, maybe a friend, something that they are facing through their career, share with them, please and please, so that you can also support us. Like I said, the recap are there. Think through the whole process and start applying these things. There is no time for dulling. Yes, we are finished. You guys need to take a cool break, but also do not forget that if you leave this thing for too long, it will leave you, or you begin to forget some things, right? I talked about, in short, as a matter of fact, as we speak, somebody is already in my DM asking for services. You get, he messaged me yesterday and he was asking how the training was going, but I know what he was messaging for, right? So, and he has messaged me again this evening, but since I'm in this class, I won't be replying him. So I think I have about 2 people who have indicated, and I'll see if there are still some other people. And hopefully, as they come, I'll try as much as I can to refer you guys. But of course, you know that my referrals or recommendation too will have some yardstick attached to it. For instance, if I've been telling you be consistent with post and you were not consistent with post, if I'm recommending or you're not submitting assignments or your assignment has a lot of correction, if I'm recommending, I'll first start with the people that I know that have gotten maybe up to 70% or 80% of what we've been teaching. But the good part is, as they come, it will spread across. But I want to see that you're making that improvement. And surely I would support you as much as I can. Wherever you have questions, feel free to reach out to me. Please, just like it said, I hope you guys are connected to yourself. One of the secret ways LinkedIn algorithm works is that it works on shares and likes. You get, so support yourself so that your content and the things you post to go. So don't say because training has finished. When you see your post, please like. You get just like, that's the basic thing. Self like, then you can comment, share. You guys be 3 months. I saw some people's posts, like, I don't know if she's here, Oluchi. Oluchi was not even on LinkedIn. now she gets up to 25 impressions. Trust me, there are people who have been on LinkedIn for a number of months and do not get that impression. And if you're here, sorry, do not get that interaction or a bit reaction now. If you're here and you do not interact with other people's posts, you're not actually doing yourself good. Go through that hashtag, see all the people, the hashtag faster content, see all the people that participated. If you're not connecting with any one of them, connect with them, so that if you see their posts, interact with theirs so that they can also interact with yours. That's how you grow on LinkedIn, and more people will begin to see you guys and call for your services. You get also grow beyond or go beyond that platform. We will be organizing a LinkedIn masterclass for people who want to utilize LinkedIn. I think sometime in, I don't know yet, you get, but I need to breathe first from this class because I'm already preparing for the next one. But that masterclass will be coming soon, and I would like you guys to be part of it because it's also going to help you guys, right? So that's that about that. Then there is an internship or a project that I want to give to you guys. So from my list, you are supposed to be, is it 14, right? This part is supposed to be the application, but it's strictly for people who are interested now. So what is going to be is that we're going to have two parties. So we have, let's say, we have two parties. Sorry, one side of the divide will be the writers, the other side of the divide will be the proofreaders, right? So if you're paired with a partner, if you're paired with a partner, you can, if you want to maintain the previous partner you were paired with, you can do that. So you people will be paired together. We will give you content. It's a month's internship. Now, you people will write a total of 2 contents per week. So that's, each person has 4 contents. So in 2 weeks, 4 contents, right? While A is writing, B will proofread and publish. So you would also practice, the first person will be practicing the writing process, while the second person will be practicing the proofreading and blogging part of it. So after the first 2 weeks, you people will swap positions. The person who was editing and proofreading this week, the first 2 weeks, will now be in the writing position. The good part is that the contents you wrote will be in your name, so that if at any point in time somebody says, do you have any content online? We want to see contents you've written. You can always send them links to those contents. So by the time you have 4 contents you can send to them, and if you write them well and track them, I can show you how to trace if your content start ranking. You can always talk about, use them and show proof that you can write content that can be found on World Wide Web. I and my team will personally do the keyword research. I do not want to leave that to you guys because I don't know if you'll be able to research and drill well to research the topics that would rank. So, like I told you, if you remember what I told you, I said keyword research is like 50% of the work. If somebody said I wrote a content that ranked on search engine, trust me, you have to look who did the keyword research. That person also deserves some of the credit. So we will do the keyword research, give you the keywords. It will be published on FastIR's website. Your name will be on it, and you can always use it and build your portfolio. You can also talk about your process of writing your first. So if you do not have a website, or you get where you can publish or you can use to show people that you have content online, because there are some clients that will ask you, do you have any content online, right? So we would pair you with somebody you guys are going to do. So that is going to start not this week, but next week. from next week Monday. So this week, you guys are just going to rest. Today is Wednesday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you're just going to rest. Maybe by Sunday, you just get your topic for the 4 topics for the week, right? So that first 2 weeks, so you're to write 2 content each week. You're paired with somebody, you know the person you were paired with. Once you write, let's say you write the first one and you send to your partner on Tuesday, on a Wednesday, your partner proofreads, publish it, and publish it in your name. Maybe let's say the second content you write between Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you send on Saturday latest, your partner publishes on Saturday or Sunday, right? And publishes it on your name. The second week, you do the same routine. So at max, Wednesdays, your content should go up. Wednesdays, your first content should go up, and Sunday, your second content should go up, right? So when you guys do that for the first 2 weeks, first week you write 2 content, second week you write 2 content, that's 4 content. Next, the third week, you people swap. The person who was writing will now become the editor. So you edit for your partner. And the reason is also because you need to know the editing and proofreading part of things. You get, there are certain things you need to know that if somebody writes, or sorry, if you're writing, you need to write in a way that it shows that you know what you're doing. You're using the right terms, the right grammar, the right style, the right formatting, and people can get cogent information from what you're writing. So that is the internship. And the good part, like I said, is that your names would be on the content written by XXS. And even better off, we can add a link to that, to your name. You can add a link on your name that takes to your LinkedIn profile, right? So all this is also in a bid to give you a good head start in the whole this thing. But the internship is only open to people who are interested. You get, if you're interested, we would pair you with somebody. So if you're ready for vibing with the person you were paired with in the previous tax, and the two of you are interested and you want to tag along with the internship or the practical part of the training, then just send a message that you and your partner, and then we will do the research by Sunday. You will get your topics, and then you start working. We would also be there to guide you, answer your questions. If you're having problems publishing on the blog, we will always be there to assist and help you see through that, so that when you're done, you are not only saying you are a writer, you can comfortably say that you're a blogger, because you can make posts on the blogs. There are people who write, but they don't know how to publish content on a website or a blog. You get, so this whole process is actually thorough, and I believe I've explained enough. If there's anybody who needs clarity during the Q&A session, I will take that. So the last thing I'm going to talk about is the group, because I saw somebody ask a question that can we maintain the group? Really, I'm not. So I'm not really a group person, and I don't like to keep a lot of groups. I believe that almost all of us, we have multiple groups that we're in, right? And most times, some of these groups, if after a period of time there's nothing happening there, they outlive their relevance. You get, sometimes the groups just become like a dead zone. You get, so, but I don't know yet. I will still think through and know what, but for the time being, the group will be up. I want to see that also the group is healthy. You get, if it becomes a good community where I see that you people are sharing value within yourself, and there's a way I can contribute, I will. The last graphic design training we did, the group today is redundant. You get, the graphic designers or trainees do not even share work, or no question, nothing. It's just there, right? I'm even thinking of exiting myself from the group. So that's the only basis that I might leave the group, is when I see that there is healthy interaction and there's purpose in it, you get, because it's not just about having the group. So that's the thing I want to comment. So if at any point I feel like, okay, the group has outlived its relevance, we would have to shut it down. You can save each other's contacts. So you can DM yourself, say, hi, I'm this person from this program. Please save my number as this. And then you people can share contact. At least that way you can, first of all, some of you, I don't have your contacts though. I don't have your number. So you can also feel free to send me a message so that if you want me to have your number saved, you can do that. So that is all I have to share. And I want to say thank you so much for all your kind words. I heard them. I appreciate them. It's even encouraging me the more to go better and do better for the next cohort of trainees. And I appreciate you guys giving me the opportunity to be a part of your career journey. Please, I would never stop supporting you guys in any way I can. And you, please, any way you can support Fastire, support me, please feel free to do that. I've already given you guys tips, our content, our post, our this. Please help us get them to the right places and the right people. So thank you so much. If there are other important trainings that come up that I think you guys should be a part of, I would always pre-inform you guys and anybody who is interested to be a part of. Don't forget what's it called now? The internship I said, or the practical session I said. The interested parties, feel free to just send me a message and we would pair you. If you already paired yourself, feel free to send me a message. This is who I'm paired with. And then we would create an account for you guys and help you to log in from the back end, and you can do all of that editing process. So I would take questions now. Thank you so much once again. Okay, Oluwakemi, you have a question, please go ahead.
Okay, good evening, sir. So I was going
Good
to
evening,
ask
Kemi.
that I usually see this the post has these impressions and that and that. I was always wondering what that meant actually. I wanted to ask, does it mean the number of people that have seen the post, or what does it really mean actually?
Yeah, so that's what it means. It means the number of accounts that has been exposed to your post. Do you get?
Yes, I do.
Let's say if you say your post has 1,000 impressions, it means that 1,000 okay, maybe not necessarily 1,000 accounts have seen your post, but people have seen your post a cumulative of 1,000 times. Let's say, for instance, if I saw the post once, it's usually unlikely that I will just see it again and again, you get, but at max, I might just see maybe twice. So another person would see it. So mine is 2 impressions. I've given the post 2 impressions, another person. So but those impressions gets better with the more interaction the post gets. So if your post is having more likes, the algorithm naturally assume that the content is good and relevant. So it pushes it to the next set of people. You understand? So, but the fewer conversation it has, you get, the algorithm relaxes. And so when you make a post, so here's just a little tip. When you make a post, in the first, let's say you have 100 connection, I'm just using for instance, when you make a post on LinkedIn or most social media, right? But I'm using LinkedIn now because that's where we're doing most of our stuff. So when you make a post on LinkedIn, let's say you have 100 connection, the whole 100 connections will not see your post. The whole 100 connection will not be exposed to your post at first. What the algorithm does is that it will pick a fraction of your connections, let's say 2% or 3%, to show it to those 2% first, or 3%. It wants to see what those 2% or 3% will do. If those 3% like and interact with it, it records that relevance. It gives a credibility score. It's pretty much the same way the search engine algorithms behave too. When if somebody backlinks to your content, or if somebody shares your content, the algorithms know. If somebody spends time on your content, the algorithm records all of these things. So the algorithm records credibility for social media. Social media algorithm records its own credibility in terms of shares, likes, you get interaction as case may be. So the more people like a post on social platforms, the more the algorithms find them relevant, right? The more people comment on it, the more the algorithm gives credibility. So to be like, oh, this content is good, it pushes it the more. So it's just similar thing. So that's why once you understand the search engine mechanisms, you get it's pretty much the way it operates. So when you see people's posts, especially people who you're connected to, do well to interact with it. It helps their post visibility, because the algorithm is showing it to you first to like ask you, do you like this? Is this interesting? When you open the post, so you know that there's a part where maybe you just see the clip. So when you open the post and spend a little time reading it, then like or share or just leave a comment, leave an emoji on the post, whatever you do, you understand, the algorithms give a credibility and then push it to another set of people. So the more interaction it gets, the more the algorithm keeps showing it to more people. So that's how the post keeps getting more impressions and all that.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. Do I have any other question?
So just to clarify, for the internship, the content that we are going to be coming up with, where are they going to be posted? I didn't get
On
that.
FastTire's website. FastTire's website.
Oh, okay.
Hey, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Okay, so I was trying to look for my hand raise. I couldn't find it, so I just had to unmute.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
Can I to ask, as regards this SEO ranking, can a content on LinkedIn rank on Google search?
I think somebody has asked that before. Yes, it can. Yes, it does. So okay. I think let me even show it. Let's do it practical. So let's do it practically. Let me share my screen. Sorry. So I want to open sorry, I'm trying to open my, what's it called? My Google search. Okay, so I have my Chrome on. I should share. Okay, let me see. So, so I don't know if Fashina is in this. So Fashina, you can see some of these searches I was doing. I was trying to tweak a lot of content titles, right? So you can see where the roots content. So before I go to you, Uche, is Fashina here?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so see that career coach in Nigeria, right? You see that topic. So you can see how I was trying to tweak some other things, right? But you see that career coach as the main, this thing was not lost. Like at the end of the day, as I kept going, you just see how the conversation kept progressing. So, but what am I looking for now? I'm trying to show Uche something. So I'll say So let's see. Okay, so this is the keyword here is interview coaches in Port Harcourt, right? So the content ranking top for this is our site, right? And so let me try career coach in Port. So I want to see, I know there's the one we would do. So you can see, Uche, you can see Facebook posts. You can see LinkedIn posts, right?
Yes, sir.
Did you see? You can also see Instagram posts. So if you write the content properly from LinkedIn, you get to, if you do it properly to suit that search, it would be possible to rank. Sometimes a profile can even rank on Google search. So this is Google search. I want to see CV writers in Port Harcourt. So you can see my profile, right? You can see my profile ranking for that one. So does that answer your question? So whether a content, whether a profile, it can rank. So you, like this one I did now, I don't even need you to search for my name. If you search for the service I offer, you probably would find me, right? So let me see if, so, but that is what we talk about SEO or LinkedIn optimization. You need people who actually know it to optimize your account for you. So let me say something like, let's say SEO content writer. I know the people in Port Harcourt, maybe later people will go and use this keyword. Perhaps if I'm ranking for it, if you try and displace me, right? So what I say. So this guy, Okwanzo Puta, web content writer. So that particular key phrase itself has not been taken. So somebody can use that for their own LinkedIn profile and it's probably going to pop up. So you just need your location to be set to this. Then if you have this CV content, SEO content writer, you can get that slot, right? If you do the right things and do the right things, right? Or from your LinkedIn, so you can even still rank. So this is somebody's LinkedIn profile ranking for that key phrase. So with this alone, I've shown you people for people in Port Harcourt, I've shown you people 2 keywords you can go and optimize your account for. If you do not know how to optimize it, you will not pay me so that I'll help you. or you go and watch the videos, or you wait for the master for the webinar. We want to do LinkedIn growth webinar. So just try as much as you can to watch out for it. So you might just learn how you can optimize your LinkedIn profile so that somebody can search SEO content writer in wherever you stay, and then you might appear, or your profile from LinkedIn would appear, and that's how people would connect you for jobs and all of that. Okay, somebody said I want to cast updates. Oh well, that's why people are here now. You're here so that I'll teach you what I know. All right, questions? Any other question?
Okay, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Thank you very much, sir, for your time and this knowledge you've been giving us. I did not. I didn't get the part you said we should include our title as writer and SEO writer. I would love if you can show us again.
Is it fashion and come and pay? I showed you that. Don't worry, when the replay is out, you watch that part in the video and see if you can catch it. Are you there? He's not there. I did it here now. This one is not magic now. I did not do it behind the scenes, or I did not just tell you people, I did it now. I showed you people how you can. So, if you do not have SEO content writer on your profile, so you can have that SEO content writer. So it depends on what you want your profile to rank for, by the way. So if you want it as SEO content writer or content writer or web content writer, whatever it is, so use that particular phrase on your headline. Then if you want to attach it to a particular location, let's say SEO content writer in Ibadan. So let the word SEO content writer be in your LinkedIn headline, and then let your location be in that, what's it called? You guys are making me go. Okay, let me show you guys. Let me show you guys. So you're seeing my profile. You're seeing team lead at Fastire, CV/resume writer, author, SEO content writer. So yours could be whatever you want. Is it web content writer? Is it SEO writer? Is it blogger? You get? So your location. So if you check my location, Federal University of Technology is my school, but my location is Port Harcourt, Rivers State. Your own should be your own. So that location in your profile should be in your location. Now, when that is done, it's most likely that if somebody searches for CV writer in Port Harcourt, that is why my own profile comes out. You get? So, and of course, again, I have built a lot of credibility around that service, and the content I do with that, with the recommendations, all that also comes in handy. And the recommendations I've been getting, you get? So that is also why the recommendation I told you guys that I would give to you with that respect. So you can see CV, this person recommended on CV, this person recommended on CV. So all of those things add up to the optimization and helps grow the accounts to rank for that word CV writing. So if you also get recommendations as it relates to whatever field or interest you have, you get, it can also foster. If you need more, come for LinkedIn Growth Masterclass.
Thank you, sir.
Salutes. Any other question? This is already 10. Oh my God. I was thinking we would end before this time today. Any question? Any other question?
I think that's all, sir.
That's all. Thank you so much, everybody. Please, Nwobodo, is Nwobodo here?
Yes, I'm here.
I'm not taking you to 12. I have work tomorrow. So please do a recap of the major information, like the one I talked about, the internship or the training and how it works, the continuous learning, the what's it called? I talked about people sending in their testimonials, and the post can start going out tomorrow. So between now and Sunday, you can pick any day you want to make your own post, pick the platforms, ensure you're tagging us. You get, please choose a nice location. If you're doing your video, try to make it clear as possible. So your head, please choose a nice location. For the ladies, don't feel free to do your glam, right? Feel free to do your glam. For the guys, please make it presentable, because we would also share those on our other platforms. We would also share them, and we could feature some of them on our website. We get in our training sessions. So thank you so much. So all those major things, in case you forget anyone, you can ask Raji if there are some, or anybody that sees this thing and remembers anyone that maybe she forgot to point out, please do well to bring attention to it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, and do have a lovely night rest. Yes, good night and au revoir.
Thank you so much, sir. We appreciate you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Good
you
night,
so
sir.
much, sir.